We are in Perth, Australia's most western city, and there are quite some nude beaches here that we want to explore. And we're kicking off with probably the most famous one of all. It's 9 in the morning. We figured that we would come a bit early to avoid the crowds, but we kind of forgot that the Aussies are early wakers. There are lots of people already jogging, walking around, doing sports, having coffees. So hopefully the beach won't be too crowded. In our experience in Australia, nude beaches don't get too crowded, but we've never been to Perth before. This is also very Australian. Next to telling you where you are, they also tell you what is likely to hurt you today.
Well, that was easy. Car, coastal pot, clothing optional beach sign.
And here we are. There are already a few people, but lots of space left for us. And this is one beautiful beach. This is interesting. Here there's a sign that says clothing optional beach 100 meters further. And then about 50 meters further there's a sign that says nudity prohibited. It's not 100 meters.
The sign is a little bit confusing, but it's just to make sure that nobody is getting undressed before you're actually on the clothes-free beach. And what a beach! This is a massive, beautiful, big stretch of clothes-free beach. The sand is really, really fine. It's really beautiful. And the sea is quite rough. And I'm still debating if I'm gonna go in or not. I mean, we're still in Australia. Oh!
We just saw two guys heading into the dunes with quite clear intentions. Apparently some people like a different kind of exercise before going to work. And it is a bit living on the edge because we've seen a lot of signs that there are snakes in the dunes. It's very tempting to make a snake joke now, but I'll leave that to you. But in general, the beach is quite male dominant today. And with quite, I mean like 98%, 100% if we count out Linz. But this could be momentarily. It's morning, it's a weekday. Maybe in the afternoons it's more couples and female, I don't know. I can just tell you what it looks like at this moment.
All right, it's time. It's hot, the sun is out, there's not a single cloud. So I'm gonna check the water. I'm going in. Okay, so far I can't see any fins sticking out of the water, so that's good. Ooh. Yeah, that is refreshing. Oh. Woo. Okay, it's super strong. The current is crazy. But it is nice. Wow. Whoa. Nice, nice.
We were on the beach for about 2 hours and now we have a much better idea of the dynamics. So what we had done is we walked all the way to the end of the beach. It's what we usually do because it gives us more space to film. But apparently the end of the beach is the gay hookup beach, where you move much more to the front where the signs are. There were many more women and couples. But all in all, it's definitely a beautiful beach, wouldn't you say?
Yes, worth visiting, absolutely. But just stick at the beginning of the beach.
And it's a great start for this trip to Perth, or around Perth, because we're already in Perth.
In fact, already the next day we would be leaving Perth. When we had asked for tips on social media, one place literally everyone recommended us was Rottnest Island. There were supposed to be 2 unofficial nude beaches there. And also, we were told that the island itself was of unseen beauty. I was definitely not expecting this. Are we still in Australia? This looks like the Caribbean. Motorized traffic is forbidden on this island, but there's a very popular mode of transportation. Now you look very fancy.
It's only for the show. Western Australian laws.
Anyway, we have our bikes. So we're on Rottnest Island and we have two missions today. First mission is finding the unofficial nude beaches, and the second mission is finding a creature which what I thought at the beginning was created by AI, but apparently it's very real. And this is their home. And this place is so beautiful. Blue water, Caribbean water. So let's just hope that we will find the beaches so we can go for a skinny dip. That would be awesome.
This is the first beach on our list that is said to be a potential nude beach, but it's definitely not. Potential, yes, but
yeah, absolutely.
Especially not today, not this time of the year. I think it's the busiest beach we've seen so far. And maybe it's because it's so small that everybody's so close to each other. But yeah, definitely not a nude beach.
It is incredibly beautiful though. So I totally get it why people come here and spend the day on the beach. This was a fail in terms of finding a nude beach. But honestly, can you really call a visit to a place like this a fail? We had another chance on the south side of the island and the drive out there already made it worth it.
I think if we would just keep cycling, we can get around this island in probably less than an hour. But we keep stopping all the time because the views are just, it's crazy. I had no idea that this existed in Australia, and definitely not that it was going to be on this island.
Little Salmon Bay is the second unofficial nude beach on our list, and yes, they're all wearing bathing suits.
I'm starting to think we got caught in some kind of Australian joke.
Nick is gonna test the water to see if all the Aussies are just crazy or that the water is actually warm. That's brave.
It's cold.
Is it Nick cold or cold cold?
Very cold. No, it's coldish. 20 degrees.
So the Aussies are brave. It may look like the Caribbean, but it doesn't feel like the Caribbean.
What we learned today is that there are no nude beaches on Rottnest Island in high season, maybe in the low season, or maybe when it's cold and rainy. If you have any more information about this, let us know in the comments. But even without, this has been definitely not a waste of time. It's such a beautiful island, such diverse views, and the most interesting has yet to come.
Before we're taking you to the cute quokkas, just a bit more information about these so-called nude beaches. Later, we heard that we hadn't been lied to and that many people actually skinny dip here. But either very early in the morning before the crowds arrive or outside the tourist season. This is the downside of unofficial nude beaches in Australia. Once the bathing suits arrive, the fun is over. With more and more tourists coming to Rottnest Island every year, the chances to get naked get slimmer and slimmer. This is a problem at unofficial nude beaches all over Australia, and it's where the sponsor of this video comes into play, the Australian Naturist Federation. Not only do they advocate strongly to save nude beaches that are currently in danger, they also work hard on creating a legal framework to help create more nude-friendly spaces in Australia. By becoming a member of the ANF, you don't only support the organization on their mission to safeguarding naturism in Australia, but you also receive lots of perks like the chance to visit clubs and resorts, invitations to social events, and access to the members-only section on the website. All of this can be yours for the extravagant price of 40 Aussie dollars a year. As a reference, That's about half the price of a ferry ticket to Rottnest Island. What you get in return is a more nude-friendly Australia. So check out their website, hit that Join the ANF button, and meanwhile, let's go meet the quokkas. They're super cute. Definitely the cutest non-AI animal I've ever seen in my life.
This is one of the very few animals left in the world that doesn't have natural predators, so they know no fear.
These are by far the cutest animals I've ever seen. And it was tempting to spend all our time in West Australia on Rottnest Island with the quokkas. But we were here to find nude beaches, and so far, we hadn't been super successful.
I guess by now it's pretty obvious that we need more nude beaches in Australia and that the unofficial ones should become official. So support the ANF if you have the chance, if you want to improve naturism. And we want to thank them for sponsoring this video because it helps us travel around Australia and find all these beautiful places. Like the beach we're going right now. This is an official nude beach. There are several signs pointing that out. Kangaroos.
Yes! Oh, a big one and a small one. Our first 2 kangaroos in Perth. He looks big. Very macho.
This is the grey Western Australian kangaroo. They look huge and they don't seem afraid like other kangaroos we've seen. They just sit here in a staring contest. It's again a pretty early morning. I guess that's a trend in Australia, and especially in this part, because we're not used to going to nude beaches early in the morning, but this is the best part of the day. It's still not too hot, and especially it's not too windy yet. In the afternoon the wind picks up. Usually.
This is again a spectacular nude beach. And the sea is so calm. The wind that normally comes oversea is not here yet. Yes, for us. So we did come early enough. And the beach is absolutely beautiful. The water is blue, crystal clear. I'm definitely going in.
I had no idea that the sand was so white here, the sea so blue. Feels very Pacific Islandish, very Fiji-ish.
Very nice. And it's the first time that I put my head on the water.
There is a fly problem though. It's everywhere in Australia, but apparently here it's more than usual. Maybe it's because there's no wind that they'll keep coming, but it's very annoying. I was hoping for that perfect moment when the sun is not too brutal yet and the wind picks up just enough to chase the flies away, but apparently that did not happen. So I guess that this is the end of our nude beach day already.
With only decent nude beach weather in the mornings, we had plenty of time to explore this part of Western Australia and to taste the local delicacies. And the next morning, we were ready for another nude beach.
It's a bit more chilly than yesterday, but it's also more windy. But that's not stopping the flies, fortunately. Yet again, we're going to an official clothing optional beach. I really want to address the fly problem in Australia because I think I just swallowed one. You really can't open your mouth here. And I wonder if there's nothing you can do about it. I've seen people with like a face net walk around, but isn't there some kind of spray, like mosquito spray? It's hard to believe that nothing exists to keep the flies away. And I also want to know why Australian flies want to sit on your face. Like there are flies in other countries, but they just sit somewhere else where they're less annoying. The mysteries of Down Under.
I'm just gonna try to ignore the flies because the walk towards the beach is really, really beautiful.
Here we are, yet another spectacular beach. It's a Saturday and it's just us and one other person. This is ridiculous. It's strange if you put this in contrast with some European beaches like Croatia. There are rocky beaches and still they are full with people. And then you're here, it's an endless, beautiful sandy beach, beautiful sea, beautiful setting, and just us and one other person.
And it is the holiday season. Crazy. And I think this is our spot. This is definitely the spot.
Maybe it's because it's not such a great day that there are not too many people. That may sound surprising, but in terms of Western Australia, when there's one cloud in the sky, it's not such a great day. Or maybe it's because we're already, I think, more than 2 hours out of Perth, south of Perth. Or maybe it's just because of the flies, but flies are everywhere in Australia. We got one more beach on our list. It's again an unofficial one, and maybe it will be the first unofficial nude beach we find in Perth area that is actually a nude beach. Once again, definitely nude beach potential if it's not high season and not excellent surfing weather. But if it's not official, it's technically illegal to be naked here, so we have to give way to the bathing suits and the wetsuits. And this is why it's important to support the Australian Naturist Federation, because they can change the tide for this beach, for the beaches on Rottnest Island, and we've seen so many other potential nude beaches along the way. Hopefully by the time we return there will be more nude beaches for us to discover, but for now it's time to leave Australia. So if you want to know what's gonna happen next,
make sure you subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we see you in 2 weeks. Bye!
we just saw two guys heading to the dune into
Part 1 of finding a nude beach. No, well, not only on this beach, on this whole part in Western Australia. And
the difficulty with these beaches is that
I just spotted something else. It's not the cute AI thing that I was hoping for. It's one very big spider. For Aussies, probably a small one. For us Europeans, big spider.